Welcome to today's Explainer. If you're a solopreneur, you absolutely know the dream, right? Escaping that relentless daily grind, freeing up your schedule, and actually building a business that serves your life instead of completely consuming it. But let's be real, right now, you might feel like you're stuck on a hamster wheel, endlessly churning out content and manually chasing down leads. Well, today, we're putting on the mindset of a solopreneur who is totally ready to build a permanent revenue automating machine. We're going to break down exactly how you can save a massive amount of time by completely eliminating all that constant manual effort. Okay, let's dive right into this. If you are burned out from manual prospecting on LinkedIn, writing endless customized emails, and just waiting around for random referrals to save the day, I totally get it. It's incredibly frustrating. But here's the thing you need to hear. You aren't failing because you lack discipline. You're struggling because your calendar is not the problem. Your system is. You're putting in the hard work, but without the right infrastructure, all that manual effort literally just evaporates. So today, we are ditching the vague marketing fluff for a highly structured, actionable blueprint. Here's our roadmap. We'll start with a manual work trap, then build the automated acquisition machine, trace the journey from opt-in to calendar, break down the smart data loop, and finally, look at your new time freedom. 5 clear steps to basically take your life back. Let's kick things off with part 1. The manual work trap. It is seriously time to challenge this whole hard work myth. Just writing endless content and sending DMs one by one, it's just not scalable. Look at this contrast. Without a system, you're relying on unpredictable referrals, manually tracking who to follow up with, and your pipeline literally resets to 0 every 30 days. It's exhausting. But with a system, cold traffic is captured automatically. You have a 12-day automated follow-up running, and leads just flow in 24/7. It's the difference between being permanently changed to your inbox and actually letting a machine do the heavy lifting for you. Which brings us to a really tough question. Why do you start every single month with an empty pipeline? It's a painful reality for so many coaches and consultants. But the crucial takeaway here is that your offer is not broken. Your clients get great results. The real issue is just a lack of permanent infrastructure. Because when you stop manually pushing that boulder up the hill, it rolls right back down. And that leads perfectly into part 2, the automated acquisition machine. To fix this, we have to adopt a true creator's mindset. We need to trade trading time for money for building an ecosystem. This is the 5-layer machine. The definition here is key. It's an infrastructure you build just once, and it runs permanently to capture, nurture, and convert leads without any manual intervention. It's the single effort principle. You build it, and then it quietly hums in the background 24/7. It doesn't take vacations, and it never, ever forgets to follow up. Now, let's quickly de-jargonize the tech stack that makes this happen. Every tool here has one specific job. You use WordPress to build clean, distraction-free funnel pages. Wistia hosts your video sales letter so viewers aren't tempted by related videos to click away. Matic acts as your self-hosted CRM for all those automated emails. Calendly seamlessly handles discovery call bookings. And finally, CAPI and Google Tag Manager run your smart tracking in the background. Put them together, and they completely replace your manual labor. So what is the actual results of stringing these tools together? 20 hours. As creator Cindy from Cindy's Got Systems points out, using these tiny connected systems saves her over 20 hours every single week. Think about that from a solopreneur's perspective. That is literally half your work week handed right back to you simply because you let software do the repetitive stuff. All right, let's jump to part 3, from opt-in to calendar. Now, what's really interesting about this next part is breaking down exactly how a complete stranger becomes a booked call on your calendar. Here's the first half of that journey. Step 1, traffic arrives whether from meta ads or organic content. Step 2, the visitor lands on your dedicated WordPress page and watches your Wistia video. No menus, no distractions. Step 3, behind the scenes, your tracking fires via Google Tag Manager and Stape KPI. All of this happens completely silently, automatically capturing valuable data before you've lifted a finger. And then the system finishes the job. Step 4, the prospect decides they want your free resource, they opt in, and boom, they're instantly captured in your Matic CRM. Step 5, through automated emails, that prospect is invited to seamlessly book a call via Calendly. Step 6, that successful booking actually sends a signal back to Meta to optimize your ads. This entire 6-step journey, it happens while you're at the gym, having lunch, or literally fast asleep. Let's zoom in on what happens inside that CRM, because this is where the real magic is. This specific 12-day nurture sequence is absolutely crucial. The first email goes out within 60 seconds of them opting in. Over the next 12 days, they receive 7 strategically crafted emails. Notice that third bullet point, 0 manual follow-up required. It completely eliminates the anxiety of trying to remember who you need to email today. The system even segments prospects based on their behavior and automatically sends your offer page to the warmest leads. Next up, let's explore part 4, the smart data loop. Let's look at the back-end magic that makes this system actually get smarter and cheaper to run over time. You just finished a discovery call. What happens next? Well, as you can see here, a simple tag applied in your CRM triggers entirely different automated workflows. If they say yes, you apply the client 1 tag and boom, they enter the automated onboarding path. Not ready, the not ready tag puts them on a long-term nurture path. No-show, the no-show tag automatically chases them to rebook. You click 1 tag and the machine handles the rest. And while your CRM is doing all of that, your tracking system is putting in work too. To put CAPI in plain English, basically ad blockers and iOS restrictions often stop platforms like Meta from knowing if your ads are actually working. State CAPI is a server-side tool that just bypasses those blockers. It takes pure, verified conversion data, like when someone actually books a call, and feeds it directly back to the Meta algorithm so it can automatically go out and find more of your perfect clients. And because you are feeding the algorithm perfect data, the results are pretty staggering. By closing this data loop, you can see an average 41% drop in your cost per lead in just 14 days. You are massively reducing your ad costs without even touching your campaigns. The system just recalibrates and gets smarter on its own. Which brings us to our final section, part 5, your new time freedom. Let's shift our focus away from the tech for a second and back to the ultimate goal here, getting your life back. This is the metric that matters most. This exact blueprint generates 5 to 8 highly qualified booked strategy calls per week on absolute autopilot. Just imagine waking up, opening your laptop, and seeing 5 to 8 people already scheduled to talk to you, people who have consumed your content and trust your expertise, all without you sending a single outbound prospecting message. And the best part is how accessible and fast this transformation really is. Here's the 14-day launch plan. On day 1, you lay the foundation for your 5-layer machine. By day 7, you're launching your lead capture page and loading in that 7-email sequence. And on day 14, the system goes live, captures traffic, and runs autonomously. In literally just 2 weeks, you go from exhausted freelancer to owning an automated business. So here's the core epiphany to take away from all of this. You stop renting your marketing success. You're no longer hoping the algorithm smiles on your latest post. Instead, you step into the role of the architect. You own a self-sustaining machine that predictably turns cold traffic into booked calls day in and day out. Which leaves us with one final, very personal thought. If your automated machine was running right now, handling the lead gen, the follow-ups, the bookings, what would you do with your extra 20 hours this week? Would you take on more clients, build a new product, or would you just take Friday off? When you build the system, the choice is entirely yours. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.